What's up, guys? Parrish here with Train the Brain Fit Club. I get a lot of questions, as I'm sure people Google, go on YouTube, and ask almost every trainer in the world how to build bigger glutes. So we always have videos and coaching on building bigger glutes. Today, we're going to give you an exercise that I know a lot of people are doing because they want to isolate the glutes, which is one of the things that you have to do, but you also still have to do compound movements. And we have a video on how to do compound movements. Make sure you check that video out. With that, we are going to do one of the isolated movements today, and we're going to coach you on how to do it correctly and effectively so that you can maximize it and see maximum results. Let's get it.
It's the club. I ain't got no fear, I ain't got no scared. Yeah, it's the club. I ain't got no fear, Train the Brain Fit Club.
Okay, so we have Amanda here who is going to demonstrate this isolated movement for the glutes, this isolated exercise. Now, I want to stress, and I can't stress it enough, that if you think that you're going to only do isolated exercises and you are going to increase gains, get bigger, you are sadly mistaken. That is a myth. You must do compound movements. However, you have to add the correct variables and science to those compound movements to make sure that you are training and going towards your training goals the correct way. So make sure that you don't only do isolated exercise. This video is not to promote you to just do isolated exercise. However, this is to correct and maximize one of the exercises that I see people doing, and it is the kickback, donkey kicks, whatever you want to call it. One of the small things that, well, actually it's a big thing. When you are doing an isolated exercise, if you're targeting a main muscle group, then we want to make sure that you are, let's see the front of that shirt real quick. Bam! Train the brain and the body will follow. We want to make sure that you are training your brain to make a mind and muscle connection with the isolated exercise. So in this instance, you're going to become a butt head because you're going to, you get it? Like your butt head, you're going to connect mind to butt. Okay. Anyway, you're going to become butt head because you're going to connect your mind to the muscle in your glute. Well, actually, there are three muscles: gluteus, minimus, maximus, and medius. So we are going to target the glutes here with the kickback. But one thing that I see, and I'm going to allow Amanda to demonstrate, is that when you are doing an isolated exercise like a bicep curl or whatever it is, that people make it a full body exercise because they use momentum from their body, which completely takes away from the goal, which causes you not to see gains that you want to see because you're using momentum. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So let's go ahead and get hooked in right here. Amanda has her weight already set up. We're going to demonstrate what we mean. These small variables are huge. Nobody pays attention to this. If our goal is to isolate, then we must focus on making that mind and muscle connection and not using useless momentum, which takes away from the gains that we are working so hard to see. If you're struggling to see gains, this is one of the reasons why. Your technique and your mind and muscle connection, focusing on maximizing exercise. So let's go ahead and get into position. First of all, here we're going to get our body into a plank. So we're getting that free ab and core work. And then secondly, let's demonstrate it the incorrect way. Momentum. Look at the momentum in her body. I see a lot of people and they just load up and they go and they sweat and they're like, oh yeah, my glutes were sore, but I'm not really getting the gains I want to get. Quit using all that damn momentum and focus. Now we're going to lock in and we're going to focus on minimizing any type of movement other than the glute, which is the muscle group that we're targeting. Now, it would be the same thing with biceps when you see them big meathead dudes in there trying to act like, or weaklings in there trying to act like they're doing something. They're doing back bends instead of actually maximizing the bicep. Here we go. So, lock the body in and really focus. Now, there is two ranges of motion in every exercise that you do. There is eccentric and concentric. When the leg goes back, pause in that concentric for me right there. Pause, come back up, all the way up in the concentric. Go back, no, the other way, concentric. All right, now pause in that eccentric. Go ahead and do one more. And now pause in the concentric for me. Come up, right there. So squeezing the glute right there. That's the concentric, and then come back down, work in the eccentric. There we go. That's 2 ranges of motion. So we're working in both. So go ahead and keep working at the tempo you are, but let's work more in the eccentric. So explosive concentric, squeeze, and then work coming back. Now there are several variables. Go ahead and switch to the other leg so you're not getting all this work on one side. Let's go to the other side. And we're going to give you a bonus in this video today, and that bonus is going to be this. We're going to also give you some of the variables that we work on besides locking in the body and making sure that you are not, and again, this is for any muscle group that you want to isolate. Isolate it. Do not use momentum from the rest of your body. Now, lock in, we're going to give you another variable, and that variable is repetition tempo. So let's go explosive, concentric, hold in the concentric for 2 seconds, and then work for 3 seconds in the eccentric. So explosive, hold, 2, and then 3 seconds low, and repeat. Good. Not too explosive to where you're using momentum in your body. Controlled explosion. There we go.
Body will follow.
And work.
Let's get it.
Controlled explosion. Minimize that momentum. Good. Controlled explosion. Work. That isolation of that glute right there, that work is way more beneficial than momentum from your body. Again, that's with any exercise that you do. So we are here to target and isolate the glutes, but again, you can do this with any, like the biceps or the triceps, the calves, whatever it is, but make sure you are not getting too much momentum from the rest of your body because it will take away from the gains that you're looking to get. That's it for today. Mindset is the most important set.
Trying to bring the body will follow.
Absolutely. Let's get it.